The story of a guy who bought matching mugs for a girl he wasn't even dating. Still not about Wojak. Definitely not. Tonight's story is about someone I once heard about. A guy. Not me. Just a guy. He wasn't in love with her. Not really. Or maybe he was. He wasn't sure. They were friends. The kind of friends who never called it hanging out, but somehow always ended up doing it. They met up without needing to plan it, a text here, "Are you around?" There. No pressure. No labels. They'd walk around the city in late afternoon, talking about dumb things, like whether pigeons had favorite songs, or why toast tastes better when someone else makes it. Sometimes, they'd sit on opposite ends of her couch, watching YouTube videos. And the silence between clips never felt awkward. Sometimes silence was the best part. One afternoon, they wandered into a shop she liked. One of those cozy ones with uneven wooden floors and shelves full of things you didn't know you wanted until you saw them. Candles with names like Fog Memory and Lemon Ghost. Tiny hand-bound notebooks with soft covers and uneven pages. Ceramic cups. She picked up a mug. It was a little chipped, pale pink, slightly wider at the top. She ran her thumb along the rim and smiled a very specific kind of smile, not big, not showy. Just a little tug at the corners of her mouth. "This mug feels like the kind of thing I'd use when I'm old," she said. "Like sitting on a porch, watching birds." She laughed. "I don't even like birds." She turned it over. No price. Put it back on the shelf. They left the shop. The next day, or maybe the day after, the guy went back. He wasn't planning to. He just found himself standing in front of the shop again, pretending it was a coincidence. It wasn't. The mug was still there. Actually, there were two of them. A matching set, chipped in different places like they'd grown up together. He bought them both. No gift bag. Just tucked them under his arm and walked home like a kid carrying something he knew his parents wouldn't understand. He didn't give her the mug. He told himself it wasn't the right time. Then later, he told himself it had been too long. And after that, he told himself maybe it had just been a weird idea to begin with. So he kept them. Put them in his kitchen cabinet. Side by side. Two mugs that didn't belong together, but looked like they did. He used his sometimes. Especially at night. It became his thinking mug. Filled with peppermint tea or whatever was in the back of the cupboard. He'd sit by the window, sip slowly, and think about nothing. Or everything. Some nights he imagined giving it to her. He played out how it might go, casually, like it didn't mean anything. "Hey, remember that mug you liked? I found one kinda like it." She'd smile. Maybe call him weird. Maybe keep it. Maybe she'd make tea too, in her apartment. And maybe, somewhere between the distance, their mugs would match. But time passed. As it always does. She started seeing someone. A real someone. The kind you introduce to friends. The kind you bring to weddings. He stopped hearing from her so often. No more spontaneous bookstore trips. No more shared playlists. No more sitting in silence on the couch, wondering if maybe, just maybe, it meant something. The mugs stayed in the cupboard. He rearranged the shelves around them, but never moved them apart. Once, when he had a guest over, they reached for one. He stopped them. "Not that one," he said. Didn't explain why. Sometimes, he thought about donating them. Sometimes he almost did. He'd hold one in his hands, feel the smooth curve of the handle, remember the shape of her smile in that shop. And then he'd put it back. Not because he needed it, but because letting go of it felt like erasing something that might still be important, even if it never really was. Now, on cold nights, he still uses it. Fills it with warm things. Sits quietly. Remembers a version of himself who once believed a chipped pink mug might change something. Not because he was foolish, but because sometimes, belief itself is enough. The idea of something shared. Even if only in your mind. So yeah. That's just a story. About a guy. Not me, obviously. Just someone. Someone who still keeps two mugs in the cupboard. Side by side.